Hello, Fool Force. This is Captain Fool reporting for duty for another episode of Road Rage. I'm actually doing my walk right now, and it's cold out. And anyway, I want to talk about a couple things. And my one area is based on what's been going on lately. I've been thinking about that this whole ComicsGate thing that's been going around about the next phase of ComicsGate. You have to actually produce. And you know what? As I've been thinking about it, I say you be you. You be you. And I've voiced this concern and everything and I think the people at OG have done exactly what they want to do. And you know what? That's fine with that. And other people feel that they need to create a comic book, and I'm fine with that. I think it's great. But where I might disagree somewhat is where some people might say they weren't producing. And I have a disagreement with that. That's the premise of this video, but it's my setup for this video. If these people were critics, I guess myself included, because my book isn't done, that doesn't mean you didn't produce. You produced a video. You produced an article. You produced something. That article, that video caused others to do actionable things. That was your product. That's what you were producing. So there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to continue to produce, that's what you're doing. Because here's the thing. Your production also influences others. I'm very curious how many people, based on your boy Zach, Richard C. Meyer, and his videos, have been inspired to do something. How many? Whether it be create videos, write articles, create your own book. Those spurned from his comic reviews. He still does comic reviews. So, okay. That doesn't mean he's not producing, right? Yeah, it's just how do you choose to produce? What is your area? This whole comic industry, the whole community is filled with all kinds of people. Some people are throwing out their art for people to see. Your artwork, that painting you produced and showed on Twitter, might have inspired somebody else to pick up the paintbrush or to pick up the pencil and start doing art themselves. That video you produced might change somebody's attitude and made them want to become a video producer or write something. You've all produced. That spurned these other things. So even if you're not writing a comic or writing a book, it doesn't mean you're not producing. You know, it's amazing. So here now, the premise now is going to where I'm segueing from. I've been thinking about that lately. I just talked to somebody today, and they are scared to produce. They're scared to make that step. And it's a career-wise. They've been doing this field, and they're working in a field for 10 years. And they want a different job, but they're afraid to go out and find that job. They're afraid to get that job. Why? Because they don't have confidence in themselves, because they are afraid to fail. You have to be willing and able to fail. Can you fail? Absolutely. But every failure is a new opportunity, is a learning opportunity. If we look at it that way, where I did not succeed here, what can I learn from that to do a better job to succeed? Is it to offer my product on a different avenue? Is it to tweak my product? Is it to throw that away and create a completely new product? Ask Colonel Sanders, if you could. If Colonel Sanders was alive, he failed, I think they said 999 times or something like that before somebody picked up his chicken recipe. Failure is not always bad. Sure, it can hurt, but it's a learning opportunity. So this person was too afraid. They were fearful of their own skills to be looking for a new job in a field they've been working for in 10 years. If you're an artist out there and you've been drawing, don't be afraid to test your metal. Throw it out there. Will you get constructive criticism? Probably. Will you get bad criticism? Probably. Right? If you're writing, get it out there. This is the amazing thing, you know, if your job and you feel that you excel in evaluating things and being a critic, hey, you know what? More power to you. If it's in promoting, promote. Every facet, every part of the community has its place. Everyone has merit. What you've done has done something for somebody else. So here's a challenge I want you to do. In the comments below, what have you been inspired to do and who inspired it? Was it diversity in comics or your boy Zach, whatever you want to call it? Was it Douglas Ernst in his book? Was it Tim Lim? Was it Ethan Van Sciver? Was it, who knows? Was it Joe Schmo down the road that decided he was going to get in super shape and that inspired you? Who inspired you and what are you doing about it? And then Make a list of how you're going to get there. Don't just say you're going to do it. Write it down. Make a plan, write it out, and execute your plan. Will your plan go as you planned? Nope, it won't. There will be changes. Learn from those changes. You can do it. This community is absolutely amazing, and everything you do matters. Everything you've done has inspired. If you don't believe me, look at that video I was on with Ethan Van Sciver not too long ago on his channel. He even said without ComicsGate, he might not have ever created his Cyberfrog book. He might not have made that jump. So, so that criticism, those critiques, those people matter. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter anymore. Why would it stop mattering? Right? Yes, there needs to be more in the evolution than just complaining. I'm not disagreeing in that notion. But it doesn't mean that needs to go away. Critiques still need to be here. Yes, we have new products coming out. Good, I hope it keeps doing. We need people creating new products. We definitely need that. We need more diversity in products. That way we have more competition. Competition makes things better. And there we go. So those critiques matter, and keep them up. Whatever facet that you are, whether in art, whatever, keep those things up. Do what you do. Be inspired. You are inspiring others. You are enhancing the community, and continue doing it. You are amazing. Thinking of all that, I never thought I'd want to write a comic book, and I have no clue about writing a comic book, the actual writing process. I mean, I know what they go through, but I'm not the scripting and things like that. All my publications, were for books, and they went to editors and things like that. So different kind of writing altogether. I never thought I'd write fiction. So I consulted some people. I was like, how do I go about doing this? I'm still not great at doing that, but I got a lot of great advice. And is the first one I'm going to do going to be a Soul Finders Demons match? That probably not. My book probably ain't going to measure up that high. But it doesn't mean I'm going to not do it. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if I'll ever get out. I'll do what I can. Depends on what I can pull together. If not, maybe I have to retool something else. I got another idea too, so maybe that'll be the one. Who knows what it'll be? But my point is to you is there's a lot of opportunity out there. Let's embrace it together. This community, we're building it. Let's continue to build a community. Be your part, whether it's an active listener and a person that participates in all the comment sections. That's your part. You helped. Maybe those comments that you put in somebody's video is what stopped them from quitting making videos that day. Maybe they were like, man, you know what? Nobody's watching my channel. It just isn't working out. And you put, this was a fantastic video. I loved it. And they put something like that. Boom. Energized. Everybody matters. It's that tweet that you sent somebody that said, hey, I love that piece of artwork you did. That's phenomenal. I want to see more of it. Every person can matter. Everybody does matter. Everybody goes to that hot dog stand or chooses not to. Right? We're making those hot dogs. Every person has a part in the ingredients of those hot dogs. You are all amazing. You are a great community. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And if so, you don't have to believe them anyway. Believe in yourself because you are fantastic. All right. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, you know what? You can tell me to stick it in the video comments too. You have that choice. If you find yourself in a place that you can help the channel, we have links below that you can do that as well. And thank you again for listening. And until next time, keep it cool.